Hello, everyone. They waited all day. We waited all day. Scamacca waited all day. And finally, at around 10:31, 32, I sound like when the first men landed on the moon. But no, we, after 1.5 years, West Ham United have signed a striker. And he's not any other striker. He's one of the most names that a lot of teams, Juve, PSG, a lot of big clubs are looking at him. And the more footage I see of this guy, the more I read into him, the more I read about what other people think of him. Literally only 10 minutes ago, I was looking at his footage. It's against one of the Milan clubs. There's a 5-minute footage on YouTube, includes this guy does everything. He breaks up play on the other side. So he does a CDM roll, then he runs back, he pushes people out the way, he scores. Ladies and gentlemen, Scamacca. Gianluca Scamacca is a hammer, finally. We've all waited so long, been drained. 1.5 years, numerous strikers linked with us. And even now, admit it, I'm going to go into the chat in a minute, but admit it, that even this late, you're all thinking, weren't you, there's something up, isn't there? They couldn't have taken that long, because Fabrizio Romano told us that, listen, everything's been done, medical's been done, and that was like so many hours ago. And finally, I'm going to put it up for you now, guys. Anyway, let me just share the screen, then we'll go to the chat. But I encourage all of you guys to seriously watch that Milan footage last year. I know he had 16 goals, and you look at the goals, but we didn't know his all-round game, right? So all we know is 6'5", he's a bit physical, 23, huge potential, but he's going to be loved at West Ham. He's got that bit of Arnie thing about him where he's physical. Okay, gets a few yellow cards, but sometimes we love that at West Ham. He's got a thing about tracking back, trying to win the ball back, very mobile all over the pitch, and he scores in that game as well. He scores a great goal in that game. So let me just get that screen up and let me show you what the club are showing at the moment. So it's Twitter, official Twitter, West Ham. Welcome to West Ham United, Gianluca Scamacca. And we saw the footage. He arrived in London late last night, didn't he? And it's absolutely going nuts at the moment. Let me see what's happening in the in the chat. Luca's there, my man. Luca, how you doing, mate? Hope all's well with you, mate. Hope everything's well. Let me get rid of that bloody messages and things like that. I didn't make that big. There you go. There you go. Let me just end that for you. Bloody, you know what? I'm not bloody useless, and I got the bloody mic down there. There we go. That's better. So that's all showing on Twitter at the moment. Come on, official. Yeah, we've got him, mate. We've got him. God, it's so slow at everything, aren't they, mate? So slow at everything. And then there were rumours sort of, hang on, let me get this right. Jesus Christ, so fiddly. So all these rumours like that, and we were going to get Kostic as well done. And then we're going to wait another couple of days and do the same video. So I'll tell you about that in a minute. There's exciting news on Kostic as well, and one or two others. It's all kicking off, mate. The window's suddenly alive for West Ham. That's me messing about. Oh, thank you, Luca. I know you guys are kind of linked with him, weren't you, mate? So it means a lot that what you think of him, mate. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, let's have a chat tomorrow, and then we got you guys early in the league, haven't we? So we could do something for that, mate. Yeah, definitely, mate. I like the footage, mate. I like what I see, and seriously, there's only so many players with that attributes in the world. And he tried for Broja, didn't get it. This guy has come along. Bit of Arnie, mate. Tattoo, 6'5". He does. He's got the bit of Arnie in him, mate. He's got a bit of Arnie in him. Seriously, what West Ham would like him. He's physical, mate. You know, so when the opposition has the ball, he goes past the halfway line and he wants to win it back. And usually when he's winning it back, he usually knocks one or two players out of the way. Ricky, how you doing, Ricky? We've done it, mate. 6'5". James Bond villain. Scamacca is a hammer, mate. Great news, mate. Sharky's in there, Sharky. I was laughing the other time, saying all the West Ham channel guys have been waiting since 4 in the afternoon. They're glued to the computer desks, you know, like what's going on? Some of them are probably in bed by now. Jesus Christ, how you doing, mate? You all right? Let me know in the comments what you think, mate. But the big boys here, and let me know. I know a lot of people don't buy the shirts, but let me know if you or your little ones are going to have that name on the back of your shirts, mate. And then we'll probably go onto the website in a minute. I think he's number 7, the early rumours were, wasn't he? Is he number 7? That's it, mate. That's it. But even then, his all-round game, he's a team player. He doesn't stay there. He's saying it in a nice way. He's got everything that Antonio didn't have, to be fair, to fix the situation. So Moyes has looked at the situation that we've been looking at all season. So he's a proper striker, headers on the floor, mobile, and he presses. You see the Tottenham teams, Kane and Son. So when we never used to press the opposition, and defending always starts up front, doesn't it, everyone? So this boy being the main pivotal point up front, he's going to be try to win the ball back, press the fullbacks. Because last season they used to have all the time in the world to bring the ball out and take their time because Antonio just didn't have it in his engine. But good news. That's a great point. Even with strikers, we need another striker, and we talked about Diaz, didn't we, yesterday? And I think that's a possibility because he fits in. Apparently, he's played left wing, right wing, loads of games as a left winger, and he can play up front as well, Diaz. So that makes sense. The other one, the Klosic one, I didn't think that was going to go ahead. But to be fair, a couple of you yesterday said it might be, and it looks like, well, it is. It's the same agent. And what all the news coming out around 6, 7 o'clock in the evening was that as soon as this deal's done, it looks like talks are going very, very well because we found out that, listen, he's got Champions League, he ain't going to go. But looks like, especially looking at the wages that we've lifted away from the squad, 11 players have left West Ham United, ladies and gentlemen. There's an article this morning, 11 players that have left West Ham United. Where are they now? Right? So Yarmolenko, 125,000 off his week. They used that as a prime example to say that is where the money's been saved and where they're trying to offer and top up the wages for kind of Klosic, really. We've been linked with like 3-4 players now, and it's getting quite hot in terms of advanced talks and serious bids going in. It's not just a case of we're interested, we'll see how it goes. Very, very good kind of contacts we've got. So let's have a quick look before I continue with the chat. Let's see what's happening with the main West Ham website. Let's see if they've been up to anything. Well, it should come from there. Oh my God, there he is. West Ham United signed Italy international centre forward Scamacca. Look at the tattoos, mate. The boy means business, mate. Spurs are coming early. They're coming early to the Berlin, mate. Imagine him scoring against Spurs. Imagine that. The boy will be hero instantly. Yeah, how you doing, mate? You all right? Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. everyone's happy, and it's been a while, isn't it? Everyone's happy, mate. Everyone's wins. Have a look at the footage, mate. I'm happy with it because you can't really plug that many names out that would have kind of served that purpose. And I think it's a 30 million plus 35 fee. Let me see. They rarely mention the details of the trip, don't they? The whole thing. Oh God, is that it? They just mention like we'll go into it in a minute. Let me go through the comments because I like going through the comments, and then we'll catch on and see if there's any more statement more in depth, really. So let's have a look. Good, mate. Good. He's at it again. He's not stopping. Listen, all you can see is, listen, Agard, they spent the money, didn't they? 30 million. This boy's going to be 30 plus 35, which I think is a reasonable, shall I say, gamble. But he's 23, 8 caps for Italy. All I say is don't put too much pressure on him. And I think David Moyes should sign another striker to go with him. And they can play together, they can work together on the training ground, and the pressure be a little bit off him. I think it'll help his development, and we do need 2 strikers. Look at Agard. Apparently, we're looking for another centre back. Sorry, even though we've got so many, but they're all injured, aren't they? So we don't want the season to start and put too much pressure on this chap. Anyway, that's the thing. So let's have a look, see if there's a bigger statement in there. I'm sure there's going to be, hopefully. That's a Twitter video that we looked at earlier on, didn't we? So 23, it's a 5-year contract, option to extend for a further year or 6 years. Bloody hell. Okay, 6'5", one of Europe's top young strikers, like I was saying, 16 goals, started twice for Italy in the UEFA Nations League in June. And yeah, I know a number of clubs were interested in it. I know, and it's always interesting to listen to the statement. I know it could be a lot of made-up things. I can't wait to play and share the sport as what I can do in a West Ham shirt. I hope we will love each other, mate. If you're a little bit 20% as good as Stacania was, mate, Diamante was a good player, wasn't he? Great free kicks, mate. Really excited. He will wear the number 7 shirt. Number 7 shirt he'll wear. And he said he's waited a long time for this moment, dreamed to play in the Premier League. I think London Premier League is a big pool, and obviously we can pay good wages. There's no secret about that. But listen, we've been in Europe, and I'll tell you what, that's always kept saying it's so important to be in Europe. I mean, at the beginning, it's not important if you're in the Champions League, Europa, the conference, as long as you're in the conference, it makes your name across Europe. The younger generation recognise who you are, because don't forget, some of us like me are old boys. We know West Ham anyway, but we've been out of Europe for so long. Some of the younger generation, they don't quite know, or they do sometimes, But when you're in Europe, especially when the semi-final, the Europa, the whole world would have known who we are if they didn't. And the players watch. He would have watched it. The Eintracht Frankfurt cross. He obviously played at a London stadium. That's what it's all about, Because sometimes we might say, "Oh, David Moyes, has he really got the pull as an international manager?" I mean, he's known around the world. He's been in the game a lot of the time, but perhaps he lacks the well-known charisma of perhaps Conte, Mourinho, Klopp, Pep. But they're obviously cream. But I think when you're in Europe, they will definitely know who Declan Rice is, dominating, especially in that Italy final. So the more we're in Europe, the more we bring players like Bowen, Zuma, that kind of thing, Rice, then the more players will come to us, really. And I think this is an example of, again, a little bit of help from being in London and having 2 good seasons as well. Don't forget, settled team and good dressing room and things like that. And the agent hopefully can influence and get the other boy in, isn't it? That's it, Sharky. Do you remember yesterday my lovely little lineup? That lineup could be true, mate. If that Kostic, whatever, comes in and then he's already in the bag, and then they're looking at Diaz, then we could have that lineup we looked at, didn't we, mate, with wing backs, and this boy can obviously be the main. So when he comes in, there'll be no headache for David Moyes of trying to push a winger up front, bring him up there. And you look at him, he's someone who can take the weight of the shoulders of the world, of the weight off you. He just looks that kind of guy. He's not shy. He's like Arnie. He goes looking for trouble. Like, someone's got the ball. He don't care. He's going to smack that boy out of the way and win the ball back. And I'm sure you in the chat as West Ham fans, you want that kind of player. You don't want a player who's like huffing and puffing and he's lost there, doesn't want to know. Like, Haller was a sulker. I don't care about Haller. Did nothing for us. He used to sulk like a baby, even though he's like 6'4". This guy ain't like that. He's the kind of guy you come out of a nightclub, you want him with you, mate. He's a streetwise guy, You want him with you. Haller, he would have ran off the other direction when anything happened, mate. Oh, let me see. Let me have a look. Looks all right, doesn't it? Oh, on Twitter, maybe. I'll have a look later. Listen, I'm bloody bad at that. I'm going to have to double check what I'll get up to, mate. But let's have a look at more chat and then we'll go through a bit more what he's saying. Oh, do you, mate? I always forget these things. That's worth looking at, isn't it? Oh, cheers, Lee. How you doing, mate? You all right? You come on at any time, mate. You only charge 50 quid. No problem, mate. No problem, mate. Back to the fan. I'm getting hot, mate. The one thing I regret, to be honest with you, I've just finished my whiskey in the other room and I wanted to get another one, but I wanted to go live so quick. That's the only thing. So I hope some of you can lend me a pint of beer or something. Most can get a bit dry, mate. That's it, Richard. Then let's pray to the one above, if you believe in that kind of thing, that nothing happens to him health-wise, he stays well. And Agard, while I'm in it, let me just mention, it looks like Agard's not going to be fit until perhaps October, November time. I don't know. So let's not rush the boy back. Let's go in the market. Sure, you can get a reasonable priced guy in there, centre back, to help. That's what it's all about. Hopefully the board has finally woken up. And I'm sure David Moyes has been throwing cups in there. There's been rumours of him losing the plot. Rice is not happy. And it's only a matter of time before you're going to lose a dressing room, mate. Those boys needed help. And now, the window's not finished yet. Let's carry on, mate. Let's carry on. Alex in the chat. How you doing, mate? Yeah, sorry, I read that one up, didn't I? I think he's going to link everyone up. That is the point. The point of these signings is to be more dynamic, play in your right positions, or be an expert in that position. If you're a striker, you're a striker. The 3 quick boys behind, I don't know in whatever order, Antonio, Bowen, and that Kostic, hopefully, that's going to bring you assists and goals and crosses, right? It's not going to be that same one way of playing, like, oh, you hold it up and I'll join you in 10 minutes if I can. None of that. And it's gone through different angles, free kicks, corners, dangerous crosses, bit of physicality is going to come back. Hopefully Agard comes back. Zuma, quick forwards. Kofal gets back to his best. Rice is no need to say anything to Rice or Bowen. They're legends anyway. And the only thing I'm worried about now is let's get a striker back up, and I want a CDM in there. I don't want to put pressure on Downs. I don't know. I don't want to put pressure on Downs at the moment. Souček, I'm still worried about. I'd love to get, but I'm not sure it's going to happen. How many players can we bring in? I mean, I think Diaz is a highly likely because the money isn't that great, like the 9, 10, 11, 12 million. I don't know. But it looks like they want that playmaker. We'll talk about it tomorrow about that playmaker, about Klosic. We'll do show on that tomorrow. Today, let's pay homage to the gladiator, the Italian gladiator, and see what he can bring us, mate. Richard, you're absolutely right, mate. L, in it, I call him L, mate. L, that's it, mate. Any rude words beginning with L? I don't know. Hammerhead, there you go. That's the spirit, mate. I told you, nothing in football since we were kids gets you excited than signing players. It lifts all the doom and gloom suddenly. And now, if this had happened a good few weeks ago, even I would have probably gone to one of the friendlies. The friendlies, anyone had gone to the friendlies, I feel sorry for you guys. It was proper dire stuff out there, you know. Just no one. I know they're trying to get fit, but they weren't trying to do anything to excite you guys, you know, in the crowd. Big team, isn't it, Rich? 6'5", mate. Big team, and 23, such a good young age, isn't it, mate? It means he's nurtured himself well. He's been coached well. He's had 1.5 years good in a good tough league, and we can add that with a coaching room and add a bit more Premiership guile to him, really. So hopefully David Moyes, who, to be fair, we say a lot of things about him. I love him. I think he's one of those old school coaches. First one through the training ground in the morning, last one out, puts the cones out, whistle in his mouth, actually takes care of the training sessions, everyone. Old school, like John Lyall. Whereas some of the new coaches, you'd be surprised, even Harry or some of the others, or someone like, who's the one who used to manage Leicester, Martin O'Neill. They go, we only used to see him on the Friday because he was good at motivation in the dressing room. That's what Harry was good at. Pat on the back, quick couple of words, signed a finish article, like Merson 29. What do you need to tell Merson 29? So Harry cleverly always used to sign really, really old players who are at their peak. You don't need to coach them. So separate coach, and he says, "Oh, terrific, mate! You're terrific. You'll be good tomorrow." Put my arm. Harry puts his arm around him, and they play for him. This boy does everything. You know, he even does the scouting. That's why it takes so long. So you can say whatever you want, mate. Some of these Scottish managers are hard working, and Moyes earns his money, mate. I'm telling you now. I think the employers are happy with him, mate. Get in there, mate. I think the whole team will benefit, you know, because, yeah, the spine of the team has to be good, isn't it, everyone? Good goalkeeper, good centre-back, good CDM. CDM, we got one of the best in the world. We're so lucky in Rice. I am worried a bit about the goalkeeping position because I'm just worried the way Ariola's been handled, but that's a separate programme. Zuma, nothing to be worried about him. Hopefully he strokes his cat nice. I got a cat, you naughty boy. Hopefully he's learnt his lesson. And now you've got, obviously, and that takes the pressure of Antonio. I know a lot of you boys and they love Antonio. I love him as well, but I've just got upset, and it wasn't his fault entirely. You know, he needed help. He needs to go back to his main position behind, and you're going to see a great Antonio, refreshed Antonio, a more happier Antonio, because Antonio is a lovable rogue, isn't he? He's quite sensitive, you can tell. That's why, I mean, you probably might have heard me shouting at me in the crowd, but I think he was getting to him. Confidence was up and down, but obviously, well, hopefully, the most important thing is let's help this boy get his first goal for West Ham early as possible. That can mean such a big thing. I know the fixtures ain't easy. We've got City coming up, got Spurs, Arsenal, things like that. But all it will take is let's get this Klosic guy over the line, or someone like him. Even if you're not in the game, everyone, a set piece can change it. Look at Southampton. Half the time they're crap, but because of Ward Prowse, they get back into games. You've seen that, haven't you? You know, you don't have to pass the ball 15 times to score a goal. Or like Man City, like hit the post 10 times. You just need that good delivery when you're not even in the game, and you've got a boy like that, bang, out of the blue, you're back in the game, mate. Used to happen to us. Do you remember? We're dominating a 1-0 up, and then they suddenly, one set piece, bang, they're back in the game, aren't they? That's it, Dabs. Really, really good reference points like X and many others. Fabrizio Romano, Darmish, who's been amazing, isn't he, everyone? Darmish. Has he become a West Ham fan? I don't know. So he's been really, really helpful with everything going on. More than not just focused on West Ham. And Kostic, I wasn't sure about Kostic because I obviously felt the fee might be going up and up. And he's like, not sure I fancy that Champions League. But when I heard the agent is the same agent as Scamacca, that's a big thing. And they said, while he's here, let's just close this one. And then we get you into the next room, get you some more cappuccino and coffees, get the calculator out, and let's get that boy signed. Do you know what I mean? So that's what it's all about sometimes, is just take advantage. And having the same agent, I think that helps. I think that definitely helps. Sometimes the agents get greedy, but if he's made a nice one at the Scamacca deal, and I might be a bit naughty, but sometimes the footballers, they're a bit simple-minded when it comes to financial statements and amounts and numbers. It confuses them. So if the agent takes him into a room and persuades him that this is a good deal for you, makes a few stories up and says no one's really in for you, that club's giving you £5 a week. So this makes me think. So a couple of things is the agent's the same. That's giving me confidence, and he's in the country now. The club, I've heard, has said it's up to him. If he wants to go, we're fine with it. Because don't forget, he's 29. So if he doesn't go now, the fee for them goes down. And don't forget, other leagues are not as rich as us. So when they get a chance of a Premier League team coming in for your player, the tills are chilling. You know, all the money little thing starts looking at him, really. But before I carry on with the comments, let me have a quick look at something. Hang on a minute, where's he gone? Let me just tell you what he quickly said. Yeah, waited a long time, perfect team. Right, they showed they really wanted me. Spoke to the manager, instant understanding. Really wanted me. I mean, I know El said that about Forest, which is a load of codswallop, because we wanted him for ages, and how much more want can you show when you kind of bring a player out who's been in trouble, not even playing? Anyway, that boat's gone anyway, mate. Moyes expressed his happiness at adding further quality to a squad that secured back-to-back, top 7 positions. We've been looking to add more strength. We're delighted to get Gianluca in. He comes really well recommended. Right, that's a key word, isn't it? Comes really well recommended. So that means I think Rob Newman's done his work then. I think the scouts like Rob Newman and perhaps one others have sold the idea to him. So it looks like it wasn't one that Moyes instantly knew about or put forward himself. And it's not meant to be his job really at the moment. So, or does that mean if it doesn't work out? I don't know, but I think that shows you, as we discussed, that Rob Newman is beginning to do his work, beginning to be mentioned in the press as well. Because Rob Newman, as I mentioned yesterday again, that he wanted him and Kostic linked together. You got Kostic, one of the Europe's highest assist machine, wing-back machine, assist machine, cross machine, and 6'5", huge Empire State Building or Big Ben or whatever you want to call him. You put the two together, what do you get? You get Wimbledon. I'm joking. Long ball. No. But listen, that is, if you can't play your way through a team, mate, just get plan number 2 ready. And if you can't sign Ward-Prowse, get Kostic in, 13-14 million, sharpen his boots, get those crosses going in, and listen, mate. And like I told you, if you've got all those players in the team, as a defender, as a manager, who do you mark? What tactics do you do? If you start putting 2 people on him, that frees up Bowen, Antonio, and Benrahma or Fornells or someone like that. And then if you occupy all of them, then on the wings, you're going to have Kofal and Klosic coming up. And then from corners, you're going to have Zuma, Agard. You see what I mean? And suddenly it looks like a team full of ideas, creativity, options, physicality, everything in it, mate. Everything, mate. And if you go out in the nightclub with these lot and the Tottenham players walk in, you know who's going to win the battle, innit? Imagine at the bar, you got Zuma, him, got that other guy we're looking at. Some big boys in there, mate. Yeah, Dabs. I don't know about if he wants to come, because sometimes they want to hide those feelings. So they tell me privately, then I tell you guys, and that's the way it works. Let me know in the chat. Is anyone drinking a bit of beer making me jealous? Anyone got ice cold pint of beer in the chat? Oh my God, my lips are getting dry. Oh my God. Yeah, I think it's due to confidence, mate. I think the confidence totally gone. And he never had it in his locker to score when it's on the play. If it's a tap in, if it's you put him clean through, he ain't going to score. But if he's got a bully, 2-3 defenders out the way, and then he'll score. So he's that kind of guy, isn't he, mate? He's that kind of guy. Yeah. It's going to be hard breaking into top 6-7, Richard, though. You know, it's gonna be hard. That's the thing. It's going to take a lot just to be sixth or seventh, mate. You know, you got Man United, you got Newcastle, you got the Villas, and above you, Tottenham have further improved. Arsenal are looking mean and lean, and you've got Liverpool, City, can't touch them, mate. So I think challenging is a European position, isn't it, mate? Seventh at a minimum, isn't it? Especially with the money going in and things like that. And again, let me know in the chat. Do you think anyone's going to be sold to compensate, or do we really have that much money? I know in Europa we did get a tidy sum. You know, every round is 500,000 here and there, and so it did build up, mate. It did build up. I didn't see the show, mate. I think that's Claire and Booze, like, weren't they? Naughty boys. I don't know, mate. I don't know. I didn't see it, but it could be Klosic. I don't know. You don't send a private jet to Blackburn to get Diaz, do you? I don't know. Put him on the intercity train, mate. I don't know, mate. Horseback. I don't know. Could be anyone, couldn't it? Yeah. Agent staring, he Black Country. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. Kostic is there. Agent is there. I think the agent's going to do it, mate. Agent's got a lot of power. They can brainwash him. Imagine you got an agent that can hypnotise the player. Imagine that. That's dangerous, isn't it? Imagine that. Is that sign there? And they wake up in the morning and like, what the hell have I done? Fucking nuts, mate. Absolutely mad. That's why I said, and we had a good chance because all these clubs have already, apart from Man United, I think Man United need more players up front. They're the ones I was worried about, but I didn't think the way that Dutch manager's going to play, I don't think him or Ronaldo, any of those fit that kind of thing. So I think we're lucky. Arsenal bought Jesus, Chelsea. Chelsea could have, couldn't they? But then, actually, Chelsea, I'm not happy the manager after that Arsenal 4-0 tonking everyone, isn't he? He's not happy, mate. He's not happy. So a lot of issues there. But yeah, we get him in, and the way you got to think about it is, if I spoke about this a month ago, I don't think any of you would believe it. We're not going to sign him. He ain't going to come. PSG are about to sign him. He wants Champions League football. So let's be glad. Let's be really happy and grounded, and support the boy, and say well done to the board. You know, well done to the board. Windows are finished, and it looks like they're not finished. We're not finished mentally. We want to just keep bringing them in. So it's a night to be happy. And go on YouTube and watch this boy against Milan. It's a 6-minute clip. It shows all-round game, not just the goals, because that's partially the story. It's the all-round game. And you see this boy defending, you know, going down the wings, running to win the ball back, that kind of thing, you know. It's great. And he's got that bit of Arnie in him. He's a bit of a bastard, dare I say. Got that bit of nastiness in him that West Ham fans love. I know Forest have signed maybe 7, 8, 9 players, but then the quality perhaps isn't there, isn't it? That's the thing. Fulham, everyone, I think they bid up to 15 million euros or pounds for Jupe, and a lot of fans are saying take it and run. So let me know in the chat. I mean, we want 20 is risky though, because if they go up to 15, 16 million and then we just say no and they walk away, and you know us, we struggle to sell players. So let me know if you're happy with a 15 million plus maybe you're signing on clause or add-on for Dupe, really. Yeah, mate. Yep. Top 7 at minimum, isn't it? I mean, and don't forget, if you don't get into Europe and holding on to people like Zuma, Rice, Bowen, that's the other side of it. That's the other side of it, really. That's the other side of it. I think they're going to compensate for that, Danielle. I hope you're well. I think they're going to compensate for that. I'm sure they're going to give him good wages and add-ons and bonuses. So perhaps if he does certainly reasonably well in his first year, then so immediately it will be really a bump up from his. I think he's on 40 grand a week. Other leagues are not that rich, Danielle. I think he's on £40,000 a week. We used to pay Arnie 125 as an example. We can double it. We can double it pretty easily to 80 or near it. And then we'll say in the next summer, looking at how you've done, we'll give you another 3-4 million as some kind of bonus token. So I think with that, and if you times the doubling your wages over the whole year, that nearly means what you would have perhaps got next season, isn't it? And again, I keep saying it's a London club, family, I don't know what, probably 29, London, and most of them, I think he's from Serbia, but playing in Germany a lot, I'm sure all the boys speak good English these days, aren't they? Oh mate, yeah, he's Antonio, but he's got obviously much taller, and he does some of the running around pretty easily, isn't he? Touchwood, he's young. He hasn't had many injuries, and that kind of thing can stop Antonio. But yeah, I do see a lot of Antonio in. I do. It's like Yamalenko Antonio mixed in one and add another couple of inches in height. That sounds good to me, mate. And put a few more tattoos on him, mate, and that's a West Ham legend, isn't it, mate? Vlasic, very odd, mate. I can't see that being David Moyes. I don't know. He just didn't have any. When I saw him, I thought, oh, it doesn't look very big, but I bet he's rapid. I bet he's got a lot of pace on him. He didn't even have that. So I'm just hoping he's on a big whack, Vlasic. I know he scored. Listen, I wouldn't mind if he turned it around. I just can't see it. You know, it is a risk for the club, isn't it? If we wait again and Moyes doesn't play him, then you just wasted it. That's the thing with Moyes. I don't think he hangs around. He made his mind up on Anderson fairly quick, and he's proved right. Haller, I still don't think he would have made it for us anyway. I don't care if he makes it anywhere else. But anyway, wishing him health as well, first Haller. Should stop having a knock at you, mate. Hope you're well, and football, like we keep barking about, isn't important. So sorry about that, mate. Yeah, I heard Ward-Prowse when he had that game in England with Rice. I didn't watch it. It didn't look that good for him, but doesn't mean anything. I like Ward-Prowse. The only thing with him is 10 goals a year from CDM. That's worth a lot of points, Bits. Even if he has a poor game, you that one. You know, as an opposition, Southampton, when they used to get a corner, we all looking the other way, mate. Yeah, our hearts are going up in the air, mate. That's the thing, you know. So corner, free kick. Imagine we don't even have a headache. If we get a penalty, you might as well walk out the room and get a fresh cuppa or something. It's going in. And those corners, they're like, whoa, you've seen the way they come in. You know, imagine him and this boy. But listen, we haven't got that much. I'm sure Southampton would have, they get big money. I mean, Mane and Van Dijk, God, they went for a lot of money. Van Dijk was 75 million, everyone, a number of years ago. And Mane was a lot of money as well. So I don't think we're in a position to perhaps waste it all on one player. And but then I'm surprised a lot of the players these days don't hand in what used to be called a transfer request. You don't hear that anymore, do you? Kane did it, but it's too late and clumsy. His brother messed up the contract, didn't have a clause in it. Kane was very embarrassing. He came across very thick, didn't he, last season? Excuse me. It doesn't take a lot for me to dig at Spurs players, you know. Yeah, I mean, Broja's. Listen, I'm never going to say never. They're going to have to make their minds up quick. Broja could be a free loan, but then do Chelsea United want to strengthen West Ham? We're always on the heels now. You see what I mean? Cornet, he's okay. He's okay. L made sense because he was free, wasn't he? And I thought he comes in, then we're going to spend a bit more money on somewhere else. And they decided in their wisdom not to do it. That's fine. That's fine. Means they perhaps have got the money that we don't know about, you know? Even that playmaker, the Poland one, Fabianski's recommended him, isn't he? So I'll do a bit of program on him tomorrow. See how it goes, isn't it? That boy at Leeds, he went for a lot of money, didn't he, Barca? 55 million, was it? That's a lot of money. How much is Richarlison? 55 million? So we've done well. If you get him for 30, it's a 30 plus 5 add-ons. At the moment, it's only 30. Diaz is 12, 11. That's 41. Kostic is 15. That's 56 million. That's the same amount of money as Richarlison and that boy at Leeds. Forgot his name, the playmaker. So that's not bad, is it? If we get Kostic in, well, Scamacca already and Diaz, 55 million for them three. This day and age, that's filling in 3 positions, isn't it? It's not bad, not bad. And then there's the one I want. I'm greedy, I'm greedy. I like a big CDM like him. Oh God, you ain't gonna miss him on the pitch, mate. That's it, mate. That's it, Vinny. I hope you're doing all right. Mate. Pixie, be happy today, mate. Be happy, mate. I think we've got to just take the risk and get everyone in and overspend a bit, and then don't keep waiting. Right, the thing about Benrahma, I think, if you remember that story when he came in, Moyes wanted the Palace guy who went Palace, didn't he? Do you remember he got injured? I'm so bad with names. Who went to Palace? Who went to God, I forgot his name. Let me look at the Palace squad a minute. You know the guy in midfield. He's been injured a lot. He's out of favour with Vieira, isn't he? Let me think. What's his name? Eze, innit? Eze. So Eze, we wanted Eze, but because the board kept saying one in, one out, so we can't sign Eze till Anderson goes out the window. So Anderson doesn't leave till 2 or 1 day to go. Eze's gone. There's no one left. Banrama's the last one on the shelf, and even then there was all kinds of mess with the medical, and we couldn't sign him permanently till the following winter. But now we seem to be, I think Moyes has given him a warning. I think he's had enough and said, listen, get your finger out your ass. You know, I've proved myself 2 years. I don't care how you do it. These are boys I want, and I want them in now. I don't care about who you want to sell, because we've lost 11 players out the window already, right? Get all the, you can always flog them in 2 days to go. You know, if you want to flog Dupe or Vlasic, you can get the deal done. There's always someone in Turkey who do a deal or something like that, you know. So that's why I like. You're not happy, mate, but I like finding games at United, Chelsea. They're not happy clubs, mate. But then it makes me upset because the North London gits are going to do well, isn't it? Arsenal, Tottenham going to go higher and higher, aren't they? Would you swap Vlasic? I don't. Oh yeah, is he from Japan, mate? Very good. Very impressed with him. Very impressed with him. Vlasic definitely. Banrama, there's always a doubt that could he perhaps turn it around? I can't see it, mate. I'd say yes, mate. I'd say yes because they're all on the same pitch, weren't they? And only he outshone Banrama, didn't he? If they played in the same, you know. And he looks good, mate. He stood out in the London Stadium, Dabs. I was there. Great atmosphere, mate. I was there, and he stood out for me, mate, in all the European games. So I would say yes, and he has been linked a couple of days with us. But nothing more than that, mate. Nothing more than that. You agree? Yeah. It looks that way, doesn't it? We just got to keep an eye on his contract, make sure it's not too close to running out, then we'll get even less money out of him. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah, I think they recognise that, Dabs. I think they're looking, mate. They're looking, scouring the market and looking at the loan market, mate. Keep the cash in the pocket. Let's do some loan deals. You know. Play some good football, but have a bit more edge to our game, bit more edge to our game, bit more creativity in our game. That's what we've lacked, isn't it? Creativity, edge, goals from different methods. You know, since El went, we've gone a little bit hot and cold, isn't it? Shall I say? That's the problem. And the squad needed beefing up. We had absolutely nothing on the bench. We could see since December why that slide in the league happened and that kind of thing. Man United, how you doing, Turks? You all right, mate? West Ham will do. Man United will do nothing. Spurs slightly better. I think top four looks North London, Naughty Boys, Liverpool City, Chelsea. You know what they're like. They might pull it out. They might pull something out. But you know they're fighting over Conde. If you've heard the news, Conde, he wants to go Barcelona. And then Akbaleka, I can't pronounce his name. You know the Chelsea defender. You're going to laugh. I can't pronounce names. They're stopping him from going to Barcelona. So it is hilarious what's going on. I feel sorry for the manager. He's a good manager. Good manager. Yeah, that's the spirit. Because Daniel's one of the old school. You've been through it. Yeah, been through it. Yeah, let me know where you are again, Hardy. You know my memory's like. Bloody, I forget what my name is after the show. So, let me know. Send me a DM on Twitter, and because I met American Hammers TV. So Tim, I showed Tim around. We went to a ex-employee Dave West Ham Way event. I took him there for free of charge. Got a VIP table there. We met Phil Parks. He took pictures with him. Booze free, pizza all included, mate. So let me know. Yeah, I'll show you around. I'll show you a good time, mate. Yeah, sounds good, mate. Sounds good. Again, even like Johnson, Dabs, I haven't seen enough of our youth. I like Ashley. There's something about him. He just needs to be coached on his defending positioning. But I like the straightforwardness, directness, the number of crosses he tries to put in. I like that. So I can't even comment on Johnson really. I've not really seen enough of him. All I want Glenn Johnson to do is play right back for 7-8 games in a row and then I can give you an opinion on him. So all the under 23s, I can't really say anything, can I? Yeah, sweet dreams, mate. Sweet dreams. Yeah, mate, that'll be good. Tottenham trying to wind him up, man. You know what Conte's going to say, innit? Because that's the thing with this boy Scamacca. He's got a little fuse on him. So all the managers they're going to try that. They're going to try that, mate. Let me just put some pictures up for you, because I like doing that, don't I? I like doing that. Shall I put some goals up for you guys? Let me know. Put some goals up. Let me put some goals up for you. I keep doing it till I get told off. I don't get told off. Hang on. Scamacca. I'll put that into Milan game on. I can find it. Scamacca versus Milan. Yeah, let me put that on, and then we'll get cracking with the show. Hang on a minute. Yeah, putting out for you now. Hang on a minute. I'll be in it. All the bloody adverts in it all the time. Skip the ads. Here we go, mate. Well, I'm going to put it up for you guys, and we carry on with the chat. Here we go. Watch these clips. It's only about 3 minutes, but he looks good. As was the one, mate. Kyoto. Yeah, he's still playing along, isn't he, with Tompkins, isn't he? Tompkins. Dabs, what it is, I think you don't want to rush him to. We've only got one friendly game left, mate, and I don't know. City. I don't know. Depends what he's. See, what they're going to do tomorrow is obviously see his fitness. They're going to check his fitness out and see what he's up to, and then accordingly, I think he'll be on the bench because that gives the players an edge. If Antonio's up front, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. He could be close, mate, to being started. Could be close, but at least he'll have 2 weeks. But I don't know what happens when you're not from here. Do you go back to Italy tomorrow to pick up your clothes? I don't know. Go back like I got a lot of the doors, mate. I left the window open at home, didn't I? I came from Italy. Do you know like our lives are like? Or the wife, but they're so loaded. If he's got a girlfriend, she'll probably look after everything. We're like, yeah, got to pay the last telephone bill, gas, electricity bill before I come over. I don't think I have to worry about that. So if he's there, isn't he? I think he's going to be put him in Canary Wharf, Dockland somewhere, and he probably dump him with Kofal and Suchek. You see him at Little Aldi tomorrow buying potatoes. You know what they're like. I don't know. You might have seen tomorrow at the bus stop, mate, Scamacca. You never know. Do you remember that story about Kofal at the bus stop? He said there's a load of crap. He goes, I wasn't waiting for a bus. I was doing something else. He said, that's it. He said his parents came from Heathrow and they got lost. And he was waiting for them. So, oh, my God. He gets I don't know, mate. I don't know about that. Oh, God. Are you watching the images, mate? I keep checking. Got another minute left. Got another little minute. Don't have to worry about it. Hello, Patrick. So how are you? Hope you're happy, mate. It's a tough job for the manager, mate, isn't it? Tough job for the manager, mate. I was watching a YouTube thing on Greenwood. Do you remember Greenwood? They're like, where's he gone? What a naughty man. He's in big trouble, mate. What a nut. What a silly boy. What a silly thing what he's been up to. Oh, is he? That's what I said, wasn't it? Get your big boys in, Agard, him, and then there's less pressure, a little bit less pressure, and then you can think clearly, not worry about the fans like us jumping up and down, and get those reasonably good deals in. Because they've got the big boys in now, haven't they? Most of them. But if they started to buy 10, 5, 15 million players at the beginning, I don't think we would have been happy again saying, there we go. Look, is that our limit? You see what I mean? So we can't say too much at the moment because with him coming in, that's 80 million, everyone. 80 million. 60 on him and Agard. 9, 10 on Areola. 70. And then 10, 11 on down. That's 80 in it, lads. And we're looking to bring more in. So it looks like maybe you've got 100 million then. It would make sense with a Europa run and then also... hang on, let me put that in again for you guys. That would make sense because then we didn't spend anything in January and we released 11 players, haven't we? If we could somehow get half that money back on Vlasic, that will make it so much better. Because that's a lot of money tied up in that deal, isn't it? Yeah, long lost, mate. Long lost, mate. I thought if it doesn't happen, David Moyes is going to get the microphone out at the beginning of the game, say, "Does anyone know how to play up front? Please get in touch with me." Yeah. I used to do a lot of stuff for them. Yeah, don't like to stay up that late, but what I used to do, like hands up, you know what I'm like. You know, Friday evenings when I used to do my little whiskey things, I used to stay up 2, 3 in the morning, and I'll jump on there and start arguing with everyone. Not all the time, but sometimes. So I used to like send me the link, and I 2 in the morning I'll be on American Hammers TV like going nuts. So you can see my footage on there. You know, it's funny footage going on there. Yeah. Sorry, Tim Lee, top people, very nice. Frankel, good lad. I lost in the semi-finals, the Frankel one. And I was upset because I lost by 1 point, and I thought it was a dodgy question about the West Ham shirt. So I'm quite competitive like that. So it's about 5, 6 rounds. I got to the semis and lost by 1 point to John. John's a great presenter. 25, good age, mate. Yeah, Ginger. Ginger, how you doing? You all right? How you doing? Hope everything's well, mate. Yeah, it's shocking, isn't it? Shocking, mate, at last. It's been ages, and finally it happened. It's a good amount of money, so we can't complain, and he fits all the attributes, doesn't it? You know, if you watch this footage, there isn't anything he's not doing. He's an all-rounder. Look, flicks, running around, tackling back, pressing. Can't ask for any more, lads. Can't ask for any more than that. Did you? No. Let me look back on the footage. Let me know which quiz. Is it the one Frankel done? I think I've done 2 seasons of that. Or is this a different one? Can't remember, mate. Getting old, mate. And sometimes your pictures you don't look like your pictures. So give me a private message, get you on the show, and then all my memory will come back. You see that? Look, showing a bit of needle to that player used to play for Man City, didn't he, everyone? Really? See, that's what it was, Alex. That's what I was reading, that when he was young, 15, 16, 17, 18, they all knew about him in Europe, that this boy's got something about him. But what it is, there's a few technical things to sort out in his game. And then he went to the Dutch, Holland, and they ironed that out for him, how to use all these attributes the correct way. So great point, Alex. I did bring that up a couple of shows ago, mate. Yeah, we'll see, mate. We'll see on that one. Yeah, I'll put it in one more, and then we'll put some more stuff on for you guys. So that is the ideal. City's a lot of pressure, isn't it? You know, I can't see him starting. No. But I can see him perhaps coming on, something like that. Forest is, the second, third games are quite winnable, so probably for that. Hopefully he blasts Brighton out of it. That's sort of Brighton out with this boy, you know what I mean? You guys don't miss anything in the chat. You're on point, mate. Yeah. Any excuse in it, mate. Do you remember the Haller one? They wanted, because of lockdown. Do you remember the Haller one? And they wanted to, the Eintracht Frankfurt, wherever they wanted to take us, and they to court. So funny, isn't it? Okay, let's see. But then just be careful. Make sure, because the ones that want him in the team, then hopefully don't have a go at him if it looks a bit rusty. Because I think it's good for a guy to sit on the bench and watch how everyone's moving in the league, get to see the pace with his eyes. I don't know. I could be wrong, because then many players have come in on their debut. Haaland seems to have hit the ground running. That Nunez, even though they're playing crappy teams. So, yeah, maybe, mate. Just improves the all-round game, doesn't it? Just rotate the players; they'll be fresher for it. And I know, look, what a great goal! See that goal? Where am I? Have a look at that goal. Look at that. So you've got to make sure that you have a good squad and give him. And Souček, listen, I have a go at him, but he needed a rest, the boy, and he didn't. That didn't help either. He got worse and worse. Lucky he didn't pick up many injuries. Yeah, I work in finance. You're right, sanctions. Yeah. So what happens? I'll give you an example. There's the company I work for. Someone said, Jazzo, there's 4 payments that were coming from Russia. I'm like, what are you doing dealing with Russia? You shouldn't. We're a US company. What are you doing? And I checked up with Citibank, and they said, we've got the money, but due to the sanctions, they can't release it. So they've got the money, they're holding it in the middle. So we're not going to get it. They're not getting it back. until this is sorted out. So sanctions, and we have to fill in these forms working for finance and banks and stuff. We have to fill in forms, and we have to tell them that 7-8 territories we're not going to deal with. When you apply for loans and all kind of finance stuff that I do, and usually you got North Korea, Syria, Russia on there now, Chechnya, one or two others. Yeah. Iraq used to be on there, not anymore because obviously different government. Yeah, hope. Well, I don't think that's gonna. I think that's gonna remain until we play them, and then once we played Forest and the game's gone, then that one is purely put to bed. But until then, I don't know if the West Ham Forest fans are still at each other online. I don't know. I hear about it on the media all the time when I put the radio on. Oh, it's coming back. I thought I never used to lose. I'm going to look for it now. Oh, mate. Are we trying to get Tommy on the channel? Tommy's a busy boy. But then I'm thinking, if Tommy came on, I won't be able to get a word in, will I? Tommy's a good lad. Tommy. All right, let me finish with this one now. Finish it. Yeah, let me go back to West Ham and then we'll carry on chatting. Unless there's any more stuff on the main website. Yeah, Fabrizio Romano 5 minutes ago. Oh God, there's more pictures of him. The chat with David Moyes in there. Let me leave that open for you lot. Yeah, no problem, mate. Yeah, Facebook, whatever. Facebook, Twitter. Oh, cheers, mate. Sukhminder Singh. How you doing, sir? You doing all right? Good lad. All the new names. I love the new people in the chat, mate. Love it. Good on you, mate. Yeah, that's the thing. They go back into the normal positions, and they're double dangerous. So Bowen running in from the other side, Tony through the middle, because we did work out, and Tony's not really left wing, but this Kostic, he can play left wing, or Diaz, he can play left wing as well. So if you've got Kostic and Diaz, as we mentioned in their last program, on that left side, that's looking tasty, everyone. And Kufal back to his old best with Bowen. That's not bad, and a strong in the middle. Can't complain then with anyone, can we? Could give everyone a game. It's just, let's pray to the big old one and just say no injuries, isn't it? Almighty, no injuries. Everyone stays healthy, because we're still going to be a few numbers short, because we're catching up with Windows, don't forget. This window's going along brilliantly, but we're still playing catch up. And if we buy a few more, or at least one good one in January, then we're there or thereabouts, aren't we? And then we lose Rice in the summer, isn't it? So the whole circus starts again. But anyway, let's just worry about this window. I got one, Ruby. God, Ruby has a go at me. I got no chance. Yeah, she's a little feisty one, a little Ruby. Yeah. Oh, don't be like that, Sir Nook. Don't be like that. Come on. That's very good point, Richard. Very good point. And if you're a defender and you see our starting 11, you don't even want to play. And then when you look at the bench, and imagine you've kept Scamacca 6'5", reasonably quiet, and Antonio, mate, you guys are making me so happy. I'm even happier than I was before. All these options and how we're going to play and look, and great, isn't it? I don't know. It depends on who's fit. I didn't know Dawson was fit, mate, and I didn't know Zuma had an issue. I didn't know Oggy came and went again. I think we'll be okay, mate, because I think there's the odd nickel here and there, isn't it, mate? So no point risking it in the next friendly game. But for me, the pre-season, I know it's not about that. It's been shocking, and I don't know what we got out of it apart from losing one player. Yeah, mate. One in and the next one's ready to come in, isn't it? And see, another thing what I like now with all these signings, I think the down signing goes a little bit underground, and I think that's what he needs. We went mad on him, but now it goes a little bit quiet now, and he can develop, and then you see him, so he can kind of be on the bench and then come on, and I'm okay with Souček to start. I want someone else in, but We'll see what happens, mate. I don't know. I told you I forget myself sometimes, mate. I forget. Not Pat from EastEnders, are you? No problem, mate. I'm terrible, mate. I'm terrible. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Sanook. That's what I was thinking, and I like your profile photo. That's the player that a lot of the people like, isn't it, mate? That's what it's all about, Matt. Hope you're well, mate. It's all about being excited like kids. New signing, whoever wears shirts. Do you want that name on the back? A lot of letters on the back. And I like Machiavelli. He's my hero. This is a second Macca now, isn't it, everyone? He was Super Mac. We've got to think about a name for him, and I'm sure we will. And we're very good at making new songs for our players and other teams that steal them. Do you remember Pie Arsenal stealing the Pie song and Tottenham doing all kinds of things? Damn, ain't backing down. Got a bit of a civil war going on in the chat. Yeah, it's another avenue, Matt, isn't it? I mean, we all like to play football on the floor, but sometimes you cannot do 10 passes and then score. Some teams are getting, obviously, we're known as a reasonably good team now, so teams are a little bit wary of that. You know, especially when we see Creswell playing, you know what the other team's going to do. They're going to focus on that side, put 2 fast players on there, you know? So it's another avenue for goals, isn't it, mate? You know, if a match is a dead rubber, shall I say, it's not going anywhere. We're matching them. We're singing each other out. Set pieces is how you break through, isn't it, mate? That's how you break through. And like someone said, like Antonio coming off the bench, you know, it's going to tire the opposition defence even more. And don't forget, we had the Super 11. All we had to do was add a few more players here and there. You know, would have been good. It's just that January window, we didn't do anything, and it just didn't look good, did it, everyone? Yeah, that's the one, mate. I don't know if he'd be that. He's only a 40k, Alex. Don't be like that. You're giving him a huge rise, mate. The rail strike tomorrow again, everyone. So luckily, I'm not going into London, so I've got away with it. So that'll be 4 times. That'll be 400%, wouldn't it, mate? Don't think it's going to be that high, but you never know. Yeah, Josie's happy. Josie, hope you're all right, mate. I heard you moaning on Twitter about your journey back, seeing your girlfriend, mate. Listen, I was thinking, gets you out of the house, you naughty boy. You never leave your house, do you? Fresh Suffolk air, lovely countryside, mate. Fresh air does you good, mate. Otherwise, you never leave the home, would you? Hope you didn't read that message, mate. But I hope you're well, mate. Thanks for watching. You're really in a bad mood. We're not shit. Don't be. You're really naughty. You are. Oh my God, son, Nook is not in a good mood. Not in a good mood, mate. Have some beer, Sir Nook. Have some cold beer. You've got some good beers in Germany. Have a nice beer. Cool down. Yeah, Paul gets us all excited, mate. Oh no, that's me all over. It rings a bell now. There you go. You give my secrets away, mate. I do start early on the run, I told you, on the train coming in, and that's an hour and a half journey. So you imagine at half time but before. Because I don't really drink much beer. I'm on the rum, and sometimes so, yeah. Patrick, what stories we got here, mate? Oh, dabs going back. It's like tennis. It's back and forward, isn't it? It's like tennis. Well, City are not going to. City are not going to be happy with that fixture. I told you we beat them in the League Cup. We should have won in that league game at the end. They don't like playing us, mate. And Moyes knows how to set us up against them. You know, because we are a very good team at defending, keeping our shape, keep working hard, and now we're getting the players that can get those goals that team last year deserved, and we've done all right. Well, we could have got so much more, everyone, and we know what that means. I don't want to upset Sanook, but you know what that means, don't you? Oh God, it's looking good, mate, isn't it? It is. I'm kind of really happy with that now. I got that. Yeah, I got it. That's why I had a look. I will get back to you on that, mate. Am I okay now, mate? Am I okay now? Hopefully. Oh my God, Nookie, have a beer, mate. Yeah. So look, let's change the subject. Let us know in the ground. What's the brand of the beer you sell? And is it nice? Let me know. I went to Vienna, which again is next door to you guys, isn't it? Austria. Lovely, lovely beer there. Great holiday that was. It's a number of positions we need filling, isn't it? So I don't mind if Diaz comes in as a supporting striker. We all agree in the chat we need that. Kostic is going to again be very, very exciting for us. Onana, CDM, that Polish boy, the L replacement. So we're looking at a striker, left wing, CDM, playmaker, centre half. That's 5'6" still. That's still 5'6", mate. Milenkovic has been spoken about again with a year left, and he's a solid defender. I don't understand why no Premiership team goes for him. That was a weird one because he came from a medical, then agent just started doing silly little things, and he went to Tottenham, and I thought, oh no, that's embarrassing. We've lost him to Tottenham. That didn't happen either, everyone. Really odd, isn't it? So it's 5-6 positions, mate. Cheap centre back, left wing back, CDM, that's 3, striker 4, number 10, 5. 5 players, isn't it? 5 players. 5 players. Yeah, he did, didn't he, mate? I thought it was going to be this morning, but I think he was signing something, wasn't he, everyone? A West Ham thing. I don't know if that was the driver or perhaps some of the club officials that pick him up. That kind of thing, isn't it? Yeah. I was worried when I saw the list, but then I got happy because we're happy. We're home to City and we're home to Spurs. That makes a difference for me. If we were away to City, away to Spurs in those opening games, then it's not looking good. And then again, my predictions were we're going to get 8 points out of the first 6 games, I think, which I'll take. Win 2, draw 2, lose 2. So I'll be happy with that. And then we settle after 6 games. The players are up to speed. They're fitter. They're comfortable with each other. Ready to go again, aren't they? He looks solid. Again, he's very physical. Doesn't mess about. A few tattoos on him, mate. I think he's Serbian. Wasn't Vidic Serbian from Man United? I think. Can't remember. So don't mess about, mate. Nice. Let me, Sanook, you're going to go. Do you go to the Oktoberfest? Did you go to that? I've done a lot of work for Deutsche Bank in my job, and they invited me to Oktoberfest, and I should have gone, but I'm not really a beer fan. I should have gone because they said that I'll have to pay for my own flights, but they'll get me reduced hotel, and they've got a stall at the front, which means that you'll have a great time. So Nook, tell me about the Oktoberfest, or anyone else has been. I think it's in Munich, isn't it? So I hope to go. I hope to go one day, mate. I hope to go. Yeah, but then what do we do if he says no with a day to go and someone else signs Diaz? It's tricky, isn't it? It's tricky, isn't it, mate? Tricky. And imagine, I don't think Chelsea would give him to Arsenal. Spurs, would they? I don't think so. Palace always good, aren't they? Do you remember they used to end up with Batshuayi and all that kind of thing? They just catch up. Trying to catch up with the comments. Yeah, good player, isn't he? I think Sir Nook has got Kamada on his profile. I think that's the player. he's a dick giving us digs, isn't he? Sir Nook. Oh, is it? Okay. Do you have Oktoberfest in Frankfurt then? Do you have in separate cities? Similar stuff? Look at the age. Don't forget, we're the second oldest age, weren't we, when the season ended after Burnley? The second oldest squad after Burnley. And Antonia's 32. Cressy, Oggy. So we've got to change, don't we, mate? And this boy's 23. Agar, what's Agar? 23, 24. Downs is even younger than that. Diaz isn't that old. So I think we're looking to bring it down. But like I said, if you've done the bulk of your signings and they're all been young and you brought the average age team out and we have kicked out 11 no good players, then there's always room for a deal like that, a small deal like that, isn't it? A top-up deal. Always room for that, mate. Always room for that. And I think looking at the experience of the transfer windows, on that last day or 2 days to go, there's going to be a name out there that you didn't think was available to buy. Suddenly told the manager, I've had enough. I'm not talking about Ronaldo, but Ronaldo has told United he wants to go permanently. You're going to have that player who he knows there's only 2 chances to move. And sometimes things pick up. It's like a cycle. Someone buys someone big, the money gets, circulated again to another move. It's like a domino effect, isn't it? So you should always be prepared for that and not say, oh, we're done now. We're like, all right, some teams have got the team set. Liverpool, Man City, they don't need anyone. Oh, we've done it now. We're not going to sign anyone with a week to go. It's a nice thought, but I don't think West Ham can afford that luxury because we do need a lot of things and just got to keep it open. I mean, keep it open for that last surprise, isn't it, mate? So let's have a look. No, we need someone in now, mate. We need that sound. All right, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. It's a buying thing in the Oktoberfest. Dennis was very good, Andy. I love Dennis. He was very good at when I saw him London Stadium. Very good at keeping the ball. And he's 1 million last year, mate. 1 million only. And I bet Cornet didn't cost that much either, but he did stand out. And it is all about different options. The more players you bring in, the more different formations you can play. Arsenal, Arteta, I know I don't like him, but he does switch it 3-4 times in the game sometimes. That's why he's bought that Zinchenko. He can play wing back and midfield left and left full back, and it's all about it. And that is what David Moyes is pushing about Kostic, that he can offer hopefully 1 or 2 different positions. And I know Scamacca doesn't do that, but he's an out-and-out number 10 target man that we've needed, so we're happy with that. We don't want him in the wing or doing any of that. But he's mobile enough to track back. But then that means he's fast enough to go back up front quickly and ready to receive the next cross. With Antonio, he sometimes has to wait for the train or the bus to come. Couple of days, isn't it, mate? Couple of days. Right, I'm going to catch up with the things and then we'll wrap up with 5 minutes, shall we? Looks like we're getting all friendly with him now. So look, we're going to come round. So look, tell us what your favourite food dish is in Germany. Because I don't know too much about Germany apart from the Frankfurters, the hot dogs. So let me know, Sanuk, what kind of cuisine you like. Is it French, German, Spanish, Italian, Indian, Chinese? Let me know, mate. And we'll get to know you slowly. And let's share the love. No, not yet, mate. All I know is that Lille are notoriously very difficult to deal with. So it's a kind of chess, isn't it? And then again, like I said, just do it in a way where with the 2 days to go, hopefully you can outwit them. It's game of bluff, isn't it, mate? Game of bluff. Who's bluffing? And then maybe they'll say, oh, I don't take him then. Some clubs do that, don't they? Oh, is he? I thought he's 31, 32, mate. Oh, Andy, what it is with Belletti, I just remembered he's not mobile like Scamacca. Belletti's strong, he can hold it, but he's not that good at running down the channels. It takes him 2 days to turn around, mate. That's the thing. So maybe he ticks 6 out the boxes out the 10. This boy ticks 8, 9. That's the difference, mate, I think. Yeah, that's the difference. Yeah. X went to Frankfurt. He wasn't too happy, mate. The taxi driver, oh God, all kinds of stories on the West End patrons. Good lads they are. Oh, thank you. No, we love Bowen. We love Bowen. He's very good. Probably our fittest player physically. Up and down, up and down. But whatever you say, Luca, I know that Liverpool especially, and perhaps you guys have got him in your list somewhere. Perhaps not in this window, but he has been identified. And not surprised, mate. And he's in the England squad now as well, isn't he, mate? He's in the England squad. You never know. If you come out of the Champions League early, you'll be back in the Europa, mate, and he's already won that. Oh, mate, you guys, mate. Yeah, well, listen, look, some of the teams higher up already got their squad already ready, isn't it? That kind of thing. So we'll see, mate. Right, I've caught up with the chats, and it's been amazing. It's been ballistic. Let's get his one big picture up on the thing before we go, and then we'll see if there's any last minute things. So there's the boy. There he is, Scamacca. And then tomorrow morning, or not too late after that, we'll start looking at the other players, mate. There's no time to rest, West Ham. Harrison, how you doing? Mr. Pope, I wanted Pope in as goalkeeper, mate. So I hope you play well in goal as well. It's a kind of, I think Wages pulls it more. It's a sad thing to say. I think Wages do. Look at L. I think Wages play a big thing these days. It used to be in the old days, the manager, and then how I'm going to fit in the system, and where do you play in geography wise? Was the family settled there? And Premiership, London, money, that's a huge pull. And we are in Europe Conference. Listen, there's some big teams in there. We'll talk about that in the coming days as well. It's a big league, and London. It's a great base to highlight your talents, your skills. And dare I say, if you half do well, you can get sponsorship deals, because you're out. Premiership is all over the world, not like the German league, I'm afraid, where it's a big league. It can change your life overnight, you know. And who doesn't want to play at Old Trafford, at Anfield, at Highbury, and grounds like that, mate? You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, you guys, mate, got energy in you. If I had another whiskies, I would have gone on, but my battery's running out now. Right, that's it. Right. I'm not going to read out no more chats. I'm knackered now. My fingers are hurting now. But listen, 1 hour 13 we've done. Really happy, and hopefully I've explained a bit about. I think it's a great signing, a great statement by the club. After Agard signing, don't forget, and Downs and kind of Areola. Been waiting for this boy, and I am reasonably surprised that we've got him. That's how happy I am. I think a lot of clubs knew about him in Europe. He's in the Italy national team, and if he had another good season, imagine he scored 20 goals. What would be worth next season? 30 million, isn't that? It's not too high, everyone. Richarlison, 50 million, and I know he's played in the league for a number of years and done well, and that kind of thing. So, and again, I kept saying, think about it. If we get him, well, we got him for 30, Diaz another 11, Kostic 15. That's 55, 56 million for 3 really good players, and that's a wise move, I think. West Ham players who are internationals and done well. So I'm really happy. Okay, I'll do one more. I'll have a look at. Let's have a look. God, you guys, mate. Bloody hell, mate. Here we go. It's like tennis. This is like tennis, you guys. I'm loving it, mate. Look, come to the next show and we'll carry on this, mate. Oh my God. Imagine this was in a pub. I might have to get some rums in for you guys, cool you down a bit, mate, I tell you. Oh yeah, I think that's what I heard. Our team, I don't know what they call marketing or whatever, they're dreadful, mate. And half of them not even West Ham fans, to be fair. Yeah, Jordan, I hope you're doing all right, mate. Yeah, join me tomorrow, mate, a bit early, and then we'll get you on and we'll chat. We'll chat, mate. We'll chat. Okay, Luke Thomas. That's all right, mate. That's all right. You've got things to do, mate. Listen, I was enjoying my whiskey. Jameson, let me know in the chat. Anyone likes Jameson Irish whiskey? I was having a glass of that, and then suddenly my phone went, you know, when it vibrates like all of you guys, and it said West Ham Football Club, and I ran like Superman, put my laptop, because I had a few things ready from 5, 6 in the evening, really, and then I thought nothing's going to happen, and it took so long, and then I thought I better jump on. What's 9 a.m., mate? Are you in Germany? Where are you based? What's 9 a.m., mate? What's 9 a.m.? Let me know. Yeah, Nathan, I hope you're doing all right, mate. I hope you're doing all right, mate. Good signing. Very happy. Very happy. International, mate. Watch the show. If you're just joining, watch the replay of the show because we showed footage of him against Milan last season. Really interesting to watch his all-round game. Alex, you're super confident, aren't you, mate? You are super confident. Good lad. Yep. I keep losing the chat. You know that? Oh my god, I'm really bad. Oh, there we go. I found you, Nathan. Then there's Dabs. Oh well, it's got to be close, mate. Doesn't take that long, Germany to here. You know, it's not that long to flight. Borna Sosa. Oh my god. You know what happens? Every time I click on the chat, the bloody thing goes everywhere and I'm lost of where I was. It's weird, isn't it? Yeah, I got all of them, mate. So what I'm going to do, let all you know, I'm going to start to do new shows. So I'm going to do a show probably Thursday evenings from my bar. So it's going to be from the Jazz West Ham bar. It's going to be pretty late. It's going to talk about all kinds of garbage. It's going to be no format. Whatever you guys want to talk about, it doesn't even have to be football, something funny. Just go on a tangent. It's going to be 1 hour or whatever, 2 hours of madness, mate. I've been known to do 2-3 hours sometimes. So that's going to be coming up soon, mate. Oh, yeah. I work with Singapore a lot. So when we log on, they're usually finishing, like Australia as well. And a lot of our teams in LA. So all globally, mate, work. Yeah, mate, we'll see. Chewbacca, yeah, rhymes, doesn't it, mate? Scamacca, Chewbacca, mate. You know it, mate. You know it. You guys are on it, mate. You lot are mad, I'm telling you. Oh my god, I can't keep up with this. This is like table tennis, mate. I'm surprised, isn't it? Like I was saying, we've spent 80 million so far, and there's more and more names being linked. It's not going quiet, which is quite good, isn't it? But anyway, I'm gonna head off. We've done 1 hour 20. It's been good. We've seen some footage. We've discussed what I think about him, all the footage I've seen, how he'll fit in, how David Moyes likes him, why we've gone for him, how he'll fit in, and all the kind of players we're looking to sign, and how we're going to look next season, set up the type of play we're going to do. So we'll do more and more of that in the next couple of days. So I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll see what the news brings us tomorrow morning. Hopefully, we're getting close to signing one or two others, and I'll do a bit more research on what those players can bring, how the lineups can look, and obviously interact with you guys, because that's what it's all about. Every show is virtually live. Every message is read out and discussed and interacted. So love you all for the love you're showing. The channel's going absolutely bonkers through the roof. I couldn't ask for anything else, and I'm not going to rest on my laurels. I'm going to be bringing out you more and more what you want. I've got a sense of what you want, and we'll carry on down that road. So have a lovely, lovely evening. Sweet dreams, like Daniela said. And when I talk to you tomorrow, if any of you dreamed of him scoring a goal, let me know. You know, as kids, we all used to dream, but let me know. And if one of you said, listen, in my dream, Jazz, I crossed the ball in and Scamacca scored against Spurs, then be honest and let me know, yeah? So lots of love. Take care. And I'll catch up with you tomorrow, everyone. Come on, you irons. Scamacca's here. Look at you. You boys are still going in there, mate. Let me close this bloody screen down a minute. There you go. You're still going in there, mate. Oh, well, you're too funny. Yeah, take care. Come on, you irons.